Hello, what is up you guys? Summer Penny here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a local boudoir model, Melissa's makeup for her photo shoot, and we're going to be talking plus size bodies, modeling, confidence, how we got to where we are, and just how to be that bad bitch. So if you want to watch her get her makeup done and listen to this interview, stick around.
Like I was working 3 jobs before I got this
Holy.
job. Yeah, so like I was really busy before, and
I bet.
yeah, now I'm just like, okay.
Was it because you just have many interests and you didn't want
Kind
one
of,
thing?
and I was just trying to like, it just seemed like one thing just wasn't enough. So I just felt like I had to have like
Multiple things on the go?
yeah.
Oh my god.
So,
Plus the modeling
yeah.
and the photo shoots.
Yeah. So it's kind of just like
Probably always do your own makeup.
yeah,
for photo
yeah.
shoots.
Yeah, most of the time.
Well, thank you
Yeah, of
for coming
course.
and having the idea. I never thought to do that because most people aren't comfortable on camera, you know?
Yeah.
Most people don't want to be filmed.
Yeah, and I find like as another makeup artist, it's always kind of like you just would rather do your own makeup. But I love it when other people do my makeup. I think
It's
it's
so fun.
Yeah, I like it. I
Agree.
just love it.
I've had my makeup done by other people. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I love it. I feel pampered and spoiled, and it's just the best.
Yeah. I feel like it's like good as an artist too to like get on the other side of what you're
Yeah.
doing too.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with your makeup today for your photo shoot? Like soft glam?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Okay.
The vibes are, we're doing like an Easter shoot,
Oh.
and it's gonna be like soft like pastels.
Oh,
Well, it's kind of going to be a mix of like, I got like this really rich pink color, kind of like the sparkly one there.
okay. Love.
And then I got like different colored like pink flowers and
I
stuff.
love it.
Yeah. So I'm going to do something like that. I'm thinking like, just like warm and glowy. And for the eyes, I don't know.
How do you define confidence in the context of boudoir modeling?
Honestly, just going for it, like not waiting for your body to be in any like certain shape or stage, just kind of going for it. Like boudoir isn't like one size fits all, like it's, which I feel like it used to be, like it used to be like one specific look, like in the early 2000s, like heels, fishnets,
Yes.
garters, red lipstick. I don't know, like it was very like
Black and white with the fade. With
Yeah.
the color around the edges.
yeah, everything was like blurred, photoshopped, like
Yes.
yeah. And like you only did it for one reason, which was like for your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I feel like yeah, it's kind of just like going for it and doing it like for yourself, not for anybody else.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you don't have to lose 5 more pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate that shit. Like, you don't, your body's perfectly fine the way it is.
Exactly.
Or you don't have to wait to lose 5 more pounds.
And I find it's kind of nice just to like look back and see all the different stages that your body goes through.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's kind of like a lot of us kind of like look at somebody and be like, we want to look like them, but they're not even gonna look like that their entire lives either.
Yeah.
Like everybody changes throughout their lives, kind of thing.
Can you share any personal experiences that have helped shape your confidence? For me, it was having an abusive ex that like set all these rules for me. So I basically rebelled and wanted to do everything that he said I wasn't allowed to.
Right, that makes sense.
So that was a motivator for me. So that helped shape my confidence. That was just like a whole self-love journey at that time. So I was doing anything and everything.
Yeah, I totally get that. I think for me it was growing up, I was always like the bigger friend. I was always like overweight. And when I was around I think like 19, 20, I dropped like a good like 55 pounds or something like that over the course of like I think like a year or so. But like in like not on purpose, not really on purpose. So yeah, just like I was slowly starting to look the way that I wanted to look, but it was I wasn't doing it in like a very healthy way.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of conflicting in a little like in a way because I was liking the way I looked, and I was starting to do photography at that time too. Like I was starting to do modeling at that time. A lot of attention that way. I was getting a lot of praise. And I would say like 2 or so years ago. So like I've gained, I would say most of that back, which is not a bad thing. Like I'm actually glad that I have, but that's the thing about photography too, is that it's allowed me to kind of like document my journey that way and kind of look at myself like in different lights and stuff like that. In the different sizes and like, stages in my life.
Yeah. When you describe yourself as a model, do you say like I'm a plus size model, or do you say like I'm a model?
I usually just say, that's a good question. I usually just say I'm a model.
Yeah.
Because I find I don't really fit into the plus size. More so, I would say I'm like mid-size, I guess. Like, I don't know. I feel like if I were to call myself plus size, actual plus size models would be like,
for you?
Yeah, they'd be like, what the fuck? Like, no, you're not.
That's the same.
But in the same sense, I'm not really sure if that's just like me just not really viewing my body like quote unquote right. Like I definitely have like body dysmorphia too, so like sometimes I think I'm a lot bigger than I am. But like I don't know. That's another thing too, is like I never used to fluctuate weight as much as I do now. So like I find it just really depends like where I'm at, I guess, how I feel about my body. I don't know.
But I remember for a period of time when I had started gaining weight or had weight on, that photographers weren't reaching out to me as much. So I felt less desirable, less beautiful, less wanted, less of a model.
Yeah.
And then I was in that stage too where I'm like, I don't feel like I fit plus size, but I'm not like the skinny typical model either. So I'm like, what do I call myself? I feel like I need to pick something. I feel like I need to pick something so that I could fit into a category, so to speak. But yeah,
it's funny that you say that, because I felt that way too for a while. Like I was like, I don't know which way I go. Like I don't know which side I fit into. Like
why do I have to have a category at all?
Yeah,
you know, like,
exactly.
Just model is fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that question people say, like, do you want to be called girl boss or just boss?
I usually call myself a creative model. Because I'm not just like a fashion model or a boudoir model.
Yeah.
I just like being creative. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. I just like it to be creative. Yeah. I recently put, like, on my profile, well, first I put the Queen of Face. But then somebody told me that there's somebody in Edmonton who literally has that trademarked.
What?
So I was like, oops, I better not do that. So like, yeah, oops. Shout out to that person, sorry.
I haven't heard that. Queen of...
Yeah, it's another makeup artist. So I was like, okay.
to me.
I can't be messing around with that. Like, respect. So I changed it to Queen of Serving Face.
So
I was like, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That's one thing That feels good. It feels good to be like known for something, or just like to hear
Yeah.
the same compliment over and over. Aw.
Yeah. So what would be some advice you had to anyone in either like a bigger body or plus size who's thinking about getting into modeling?
Don't work with men. First and foremost. No offense to like the actually talented male photographers out there. But they just, a lot of them aren't aware of like the language that they're using, or like the angles can be a little weird. Yeah, like they can be a
They
little,
don't know how to pose
yeah,
a bigger
like
body.
in my experience anyway. Definitely, yeah, like do your, it sucks to have to like even do the research, but like just pick a photographer who already shoots with like all types of bodies,
Yeah.
not just,
Yeah.
and not just models, like and wear what's comfortable, like wear what you want to wear, not what you think you have to wear, kind of thing. And if what you want to wear is like not traditionally made for plus size bodies, fucking wear it anyway.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like just wear whatever makes you feel comfortable, whatever makes you feel sexy, whatever the vibe you're going for is.
I always tell people, if like most photographers will link the person, the model, they'll link the model. So I always tell people to ask that model, what was your experience like with this photographer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
For that extra safety.
I have a hard time with strip lashes. Like I find I can never find like the right ones for my eye shape. Like they always look like way too much on me. So I don't know. I find I really like the lash extensions. They look pretty natural.
Yeah.
Like these are 2.5, like going on 3 weeks now.
Oh wow.
So like they're not like as good as they like could be, but like yeah.
Not brand new.
No.
Yeah.
But like I'm actually like shocked how well they last and like how good they look like 3 weeks in. Like like they're pretty doable. So, and like the maintenance for them is pretty, again, it just like encourages me to do my skincare, really.
To keep the maintenance of your lashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy. Like it just like, you just put a little foam soap on there, rinse. Like it takes like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I love your short hair.
Thank you. I walked by a lady yesterday in Tim Hortons and we like made eye contact. And then I kind of looked away and then she was like, she's like, oh, I love your haircut. She's like, it looks so good on you. It really brings out your eyes. And I was like, aw. Like, that's so sweet.
I love when girls
say.
compliment girls.
Right?
Yeah, that's so nice.
Yeah.
How do you handle any negative comments or stereotypes that you may encounter in the industry? You kind of touched on that one too a bit.
A little bit. My page is private now because
I saw that.
I'm pretty picky about comments and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I try not to get too involved in any beef or anything like that. So I haven't really had any negative comments.
That's good.
I'd say I'd have like negative comments from people like in person.
Okay.
Rather than like online, which is kind of weird, but yeah, like my coworker actually recently was like, we were talking about weight and how it's like pretty common to like put on weight at my work or whatever. Anyway, I was like, yeah, I like put on like a little bit of weight or whatever since, and she's like, yeah, you've packed on a few pounds for sure. And I was like, Like it's 2024. Like we don't say that
Wow.
to each other anymore. Like,
What's that?
right? It kind of just like, yeah.
What generation? Not that it's acceptable, but you know, is she a
She's-
little older?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, cry face.
I'm sorry that happened.
I think if it's happened like years ago, it would have like really
Shattered.
affected me. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna have the body you have when you were 19.
No, exactly. And I've always been one to say that too. Like I'm just like,
Yeah.
we have to like let go of like our younger bodies. Like we're not meant to look like that forever.
No.
Like
Have you noticed any changes in the perception of plus size beauty and confidence in recent years?
the perception of it.
Yeah. I guess, like, I would say society is for sure a lot more accepting of different bodies.
Yeah, and I would say
They are and they aren't.
yeah, I would say it's kind of, yeah, that's like, I wouldn't say like a 50-50, but yeah, it kind of depends, I guess, who you're talking to. I find like plus size women themselves are more confident now.
Yeah.
And like, I love that. Like, I love seeing that, which is so nice. Like, I feel like it sets such a good example for like younger girls too.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, we really didn't have that growing up.
Yeah.
We had like 90s supermodel thin to look up to.
Yeah. Literally, like, heroin addict diet.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Black coffee and heroin. like,
I remember, like, doing the teen magazines and the little quizzes for which Jonas brother would be my boyfriend.
yeah, seriously.
And just looking at the girls, like, remember Demi Lovato on the cover of Camp Rock? She
Yeah.
was just, like, edited so stickly thin,
Yeah.
and I wanted to be her.
Yeah, same.
Meanwhile, she was struggling with a drug addiction.
Like, even like Selena Gomez too. Like, I remember
Yeah.
looking at posters of her and literally like looking at her arms and being like, I wish my arms looked like that.
Yes.
Like, how ridiculous.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, how much did I wish my arms looked like other people's? Yes. That's probably like one of my biggest insecurities.
Is arms?
Yeah.
Same.
And just like the skin on my arms, like.
I don't mind some skin texture, but yeah, like if I've got
I
like,
want texture, but like smooth out the blotch.
yeah, and bruises for sure too. I
Yeah.
hate bruises in photos.
Yeah, or just like I see some people who get content for their OnlyFans,
Mhm.
and you know how it's like they're always oiled up in a loft-like apartment,
Mhm.
and they don't edit out their dirty feet.
Oh yes.
They're walking around this apartment barefoot, maybe like doing things outside. I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, they don't edit out their dirty feet. That's all I can see.
I wonder if they do that on purpose.
Oh,
That's gross. Is this your foundation?
Yeah. My foundation and setting powder.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I was hoping you were gonna use that.
Question was, what role do you think boudoir plays in body confidence?
A super important one, because it just really lets women have their moment and see themselves in a different light. I love boudoir too, because it doesn't have to be just one thing. You can literally make it whatever you want and do it for whatever reason that you want to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the one time in your life for your honeymoon, for your husband.
Yeah, exactly. And I like it because a lot of women do it to like celebrate different things, like celebrate a divorce or like,
Yes,
you know what I mean?
birthday.
They do it with their besties now.
Yeah.
Like, I love it when friends come together. Shooting with other people. Like, I love modeling with other people. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I've never done it.
No?
No. I should. We should do it.
Heck yeah, I'm so down.
I'm down to get naked in front of people. I don't give a shit.
Honestly, me all the time. That's why I can't wait for it to be summer, because I just want to get naked outside.
I love that. Ooh. How do you boost your confidence before going to a boudoir photo shoot? Or any photo shoot, I guess.
Listen to good music. I like to listen to Doja Cat while I shoot, or like before I shoot. Like she always pumps me on. Or Dua Lipa.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Those two are like my go-tos. Like I really like the Unilome on your arm.
Thank you.
I have like a
I
little.
love my Unilome.
I have like a sternum one, and it has like a little half moon in it.
I got my Unilome tattoo in Brazil.
Cool.
I was there with a bunch of girlfriends. We all got a tattoo. We were like 19 years old. First trip around Europe. Well, not Europe, but you know, some of them went off to Europe after. But like first trip away. So yeah, we all got a tattoo. I got my Unilome and I loved the representation that it has. And
Me
I was
too.
coming out of like a domestic abuse relationship. So it was like a nice reminder for me of coming out of that on the other side, I guess.
Yeah, totally. I would be a tattoo artist, but I don't think I could do like dragging a needle over somebody's arm.
Yeah?
Like I just like have this weird thing, like I could never be a piercer either because I just like couldn't puncture a hole through somebody. I played rugby in high school and I never tackled anybody because I just couldn't do it.
Aww.
I like literally couldn't bring myself to physically do it. I was such
didn't want to harm anyone.
right? Like I was like, I'm just like, I don't know, being violent is not my nature. like it's just not.
No thanks.
Yeah.
What message would you like to convey to others through your boudoir modeling in terms of body confidence? So I guess, yeah, like what do you hope people learn from your pictures and your page?
The one thing that's important to me is that people can see themselves through my photography, like that you don't have to look a certain way or be a certain size. Like I feel like a photographer posted self-portraits the other day, and just like the way like her chest was shaped in the photo, I saw like I saw me a little bit. Like, and I was like, I just love that. Like, it just reinforces the idea that like seeing people, you know, who look like us, just kind of like living and existing, like is really important. Like representation of all bodies is really important. Like,
Showing that you can take up space here too.
Yeah, and it just like really makes a difference in people's like own perception of themselves, kind of thing. So,
yeah. Beautiful. I'm getting you up here so you can see.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
I love. It's
Okay,
kind of
this
like
looks so
a
pretty.
mauve. Oh, it's super shiny on the lids. It's so pretty.
I love this. I love this lip color too.
Ooh, it is 102. It's my like most best selling shade and it's sold out actually. So let's just have my tester left.
Love it. The skin looks so nice.
I love it. I love the blush.
This foundation matches like so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
I'm glad you love it. Thank you. I have to take all these clips out of your hair.
Yes.
Haha. I always forget the clips.
Are the clips pink too?
Yes.
I love it.
I have black, white, and pink.
Love it.
Because that's just me.
Cute.
Oh, so
Thank
cute.
you.
Thank you. Is there anything else you wanted to share about either modeling or boudoir or your page? I wish you were public because I love the funny videos you throw in between. Like when Everyday Tasks reminds you of him and you're washing a fucking cucumber or a zucchini.
Literally, that's like, it's the truth too. Like, I'm at work just every time. I'm just like, you know what? I just have to make this video.
It was good. I loved it. That's why I think you should be public. I was gonna share it to my stories, and that's when I found out that you're not. That you're private.
So funny.
Like,
You know what though? I read. I don't remember exactly what it said, but like the community guidelines are different if you're private versus public. So like things that
Okay.
apply to the public community guidelines don't apply when you're private.
Yeah.
So like
Okay, you can
that's
go
another
there.
reason why I kind of like, because I try to stay out of their
bad.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll.
Yeah.
People keep asking too. They're like, make your page like public again, but it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow for more, leave a like, leave a comment, and make sure to check out our Instagram pages.